Hello people, so today we'll be solving LeetCode daily question, that is 3016, minimum number of pushes to type word 2, and in this we'll be given a string word containing lowercase English letters, and telephone keypads have keys mapped with distinct collections of lowercase English letters which can be used to form words by pushing them. For example, the key 2 is mapped with ABC. We need to push the key 1 time to type A, 2 times to type B, and 3 times to type C, just like the old keypad, the mobile phones which used to have keypads. Okay, and it is allowed to remap the keys from number 2 to 9 to distinct collection of letters, and the keys can be remapped to any number or any amount of letters, but each letter must be mapped to exactly one key, and we need to fill the minimum number of we need to find the minimum number of times the keys will be pushed to type the string word, and we have to return the minimum number of key pushes needed to type the word after remapping the keys. An example of the letters to keys on a telephone keypad is given below. Okay, for example, the initial keypad is this. So as you can see that the number 1 star 0 and hash is having no characters associated with it, but numbers 2 to 9 are having some number of characters associated with it, maybe 3, and in two cases they are 4 as well. Okay, so we need to form the word A B C D E, and we need to have a minimum number of key pushes. So the minimum number of key pushes would be when we'll have to just have one touch one time to type A, touch one time to type B, then touch one time to type C, then touch one time to so on. Okay, it's just too vague, like if I'll be keep on explaining. So the minimum number comes out to be 5. That means that we'll be pressing each key only once. So the keypad will look like something like this, that uh, A is mapped to 2, B is mapped to 3, C is mapped to 4, D is mapped to 5, and 6 is mapped to E, and rest of the characters doesn't matter their order. Okay, now also we are having the word as XYZ, 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 XYZ. Okay, so with the minimum number of key pushes, when we'll have to type when we'll have to just push one key to type X, then to type Y, then to type C, and this pattern is repeated 3 times. So if each character to type each character, the key is pressed for one time, 3 characters, it's 3 times, and if there are 4 groups, so 3 into 4, 12 comes out to be the answer. Okay, and the key mapping is like this. Okay, so for this we have now a basic understanding that how the minimum number of wishes will be, like when we max when we'll be allotting the maximum number of character, the character which is occurring a maximum number of times, and it is placed on any key, but it's placed at the first place. For example, in this case XC, X is placed at the first place, so it will be the minimum number of pushes. Okay, um, now let's have a frequency array to store the frequency of each character, that is equal to mu int of size 26, and then for char ch in word dot to character array, I'll be doing a frequency of ch minus a plus plus. Okay, now what we'll have to do next is we'll be sorting this frequency array in a in a decreasing order. Okay, arrays dot sort frequency a comma b, ah, a comma, I guess custom comparator is not written for this type, I'm not sure, but let's just find out. Okay, so array dot sort frequency a comma b to b minus a. This is basically sort the array in the decreasing order. And now let's have our answer variable, that is 0, and we'll be calculating the rounds, because we'll be mapping the characters which are occurring maximum number of times on the first places of each number. Then in the way of decreasing order, we'll be mapping it to when to type that character, we have to push the keypad twice or thrice based on that. Okay, so initially the round is 0. So now for int I equal to 0, I less than 26, I plus plus, and then I'll be checking that if my frequency of I is not equal to 0. Okay, if it is not equal to 0, what I'll have to do is I'll be updating my answer. Firstly, okay, I'll have to check this as that if my I mod oh if I mod 8, because there are only 8 keys on which we can have letter, is equal to 0. In this case I'll have to do a round plus plus. Okay, that means initially it will be starting giving me the first round, else I'll be updating my answer as answer equal to answer Okay, so it might give me an actual error. So okay, let's just skip this, and instead what we'll be doing is, let's have a list of integer. Let's call it frequency, that is equal to a new array list, and then we'll be updating the frequency in it. So for int count in frequency, if frequency if count is not equal to 0, we'll be doing a frequencies dot add count, and then we'll be just sorting this frequencies in decreasing order. So frequency dot sort a comma b in the form of b minus a. Now for, let's have our variables answer, which is 0, and current rounds, that is 0. Instead we haven't started. So for int I equal to 0, I less than list frequencies dot size, and then I plus plus, and then we'll be checking that if I mod 8 is equal to 0, it's time for the next round plus plus, and then I'll be updating my answer as my frequencies dot get I into my current round number, and at the end I'll just return answer. And now let's give it a run. Yeah, and it gets scripted. Now let's submit it, and works perfectly fine, and it gets accepted as well. Okay, so this is it for today. Thank you for watching.